Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Sasriyakal, Devurdis Makta, Namaskara, Madarilla. Good day, everyone. So today, making a short video. Actually, this is something interesting happening today. We found a big raccoon in our deck. So when I was cleaning up, I saw that a huge raccoon, not a big, it's a huge one. So he came out, and raccoons are very, they look very scary, but I heard that they don't harm humans, but they look very scary. So he was on the other side, I was on the other side. So he was staring at me. I don't know what to do. So he slowly went away. So now we called the animal service helpline. So they said, okay, they will send an inspector. They will, the inspector come and see, because what is interesting part is now that raccoon is gone. Now what I saw, the patio furniture is covered, right? So inside there is something moving. That means something is there. Either the raccoon is sitting there or the baby raccoons are hiding there. So we don't know now. It's an exciting moment. We call the officer. He's going to come and I'm going to show you guys. So what is going to happen next? So keep watch. Let me go. Let's go now. Keep watching. Okay.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon.
Yeah, so they sort of ripped everything apart on the inside.
Is it for the babies or he's by himself maybe?
Usually if they're doing that, it's more trying to make trying to make a den site.
Right.
Because like if they're alone, normally the only reason they'd be in sort of like a spot like this is, if they're going back to their den site, if something happens to them during the day, they can't get back to their den site, or they're just looking for a temporary spot. It's usually because they're usually so busy, it's not like a really great place for them to actually make a den site where they'd actually
Because of the crowd noise and all
there's
that
always
stuff. It's
people
not
around, crowds, noise, things like that. There's always people around, so it's not really like a good place for them to make a den.
Right.
They're generally not comfortable with it just because there's always light, there's noise, things like that.
Right.
But yeah, as of right now, it's just all sort of ripped out. Like she may have been trying to look for like just something comfortable or bedding or something.
Yeah, but what I noticed a while ago that this was moving kind of a thing. So he was trying to be inside, and then he might have made this kind of a
I could have like ripping it out just to sort of make it more comfortable and just add more in there, and especially if it gets really quiet.
Right.
Like sometimes especially like all the patio furniture and like outdoor furniture covers, because they're pretty windproof, rainproof, things like that.
Right.
It ends up kind of making a fairly good shelter. The
Right.
only thing that's bad about them is usually just the noise. There's always like people around there, so they get scared. But,
are they scared for the lights and stuff like that? Or?
Yeah, light and noise are sort of the two big things. Like usually what we suggest, like one of the easiest ways to try and get them to move along is if you notice them living in an area.
Right.
Anything like if you have like an old radio or something.
Music.
Music, any sound or light. Like it doesn't even have to be very loud sound or very bright light, but just something that's sort of consistent throughout the night.
Right.
They tend to get pretty scared, and they just sort of see as their den site. It's disruptive to their den site, so they'll usually start moving along to another area.
Right.
So especially if, hopefully it was like, he came up for a short while, but if you sort of scared him away, he might have gone.
Yeah.
I think
Probably.
it's here for some time now.
For a little
I have
bit,
feeling.
okay.
Because we noticed this droppings a while ago, and
Yeah,
we were
there's-
like, it's definitely not from the
And it looks like there's
birds.
quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Not from birds or anything like that. Definitely from.
So if we
from the
leave this
raccoon.
open, do you think he'll go away?
If I said now that it's opened up, there's a good chance that everything like light and stuff is going to be getting in there.
No babies. Yeah,
If she was trying to make this her den site, most of the time, like if a den site's been disturbed, even if she did have babies, usually within the first night she'll try and move them just one by one. Like the mom would come back and just sort of like grab them and one by one move them to a new safe space that she thinks there is.
right. And then
just
how
'cause she
long
knows-
they stay once they have babies? Kind
Ooh,
of.
once they have babies, it is baby season, so I should remember this. Like raccoons, inside their den, they wouldn't be there for very long.
Oh, right.
But the babies end up staying with the mom for like almost up to a full year.
Oh, wow.
They like raccoons. They don't take like nearly as long to become mobile as some
Right.
other animals. So like inside their den site, like once they're like even once they're big enough, like almost like sort of this big,
Right.
then they'll just start roaming around with mom to different areas, and then they'll probably pick a new den site, especially now that this is opened up.
Right.
And that's
So-
if it was a den site. She may have just been coming in here, like I said, if
Right.
if something happened to her old den site and she was looking for something that's temporarily safe and like rainproof and windproof
Right.
and things like that, like motion lights and things like that, they tend to not work very well because
Right.
it's just like a path that they're going to take.
Right.
Den sites it'll work really well for, but other than that, like there's nothing on the patio that's like has food attractants that would make them want to come.
Yeah, don't
here.
leave anything like that
Yeah, there's no like
outside.
food left out. There's no. Really, it's more that it's kind of just like a good shelter for them. There's like a little, it's a little cover. They can hide away from the elements and the weather.
Right.
And it just ends up being sort of like a. And if you noticed him, I would say give us a call back if he shows any signs of illness. So anything that you just think might not seem normal for a raccoon, like
Right.
if they're slow moving, if they're really stumbly, if they seem confused, or if they don't seem really afraid of people.
Right.
If you get really close to him, which I don't recommend, don't get too close to him, but
Yeah.
sometimes they'll have like a lot of discharge in their eyes, or like anything that you notice, even if he's going around and you notice like big patches of fur missing, something like that, sort of anything that would in your mind make you think like, that doesn't look normal for a raccoon.
Yeah.
Just give us a call back because we'll come by. They can hang around in the same spot if they get sick, just because they might get confused and they don't have as wide of a range anymore.
Right.
But as far as like if they were sick, the only disease transfer to humans that you have to be worried about, it's from like a direct bite or scratch.
bite,
Like
right?
something like rabies, you have to have like direct contact, like get saliva and like a mucous membrane, so like a bite, something like that. Like almost all the time, if they are getting sick, it's a virus called distemper. Right
Okay.
now, I think the last update I had seen for rabies, I still think most of the testing wasn't in Mississauga. Like I don't think they've found any raccoon strain rabies in Mississauga.
All right.
So yeah, you don't have to. I don't believe you have to worry about that.
Yeah,
Someone might get bit by a raccoon if the raccoon runs away or something, and you can't really catch it. But so that's why we say, like, if you notice anything odd, just
Right.
give us a call right back.
So your service is from the animal
Oh yeah,
service, right?
yeah, animal services. So it's just from the city of Mississauga.
City of Mississauga.
So yeah,
okay.
even if it's if for some reason, even if someone's awake at like 2 a.m, if you notice them like sick or anything, you can give us a call because we'll come right out. Like
Right.
but we always have an officer on,
Somebody
like, even
officer
at
on.
nighttime. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
I appreciate that.
so no
I mean,
matter
like,
what,
yeah.
even if it's late, someone should be able to come around and
At
and
least
take a look.
we are, I mean, like concerned, and then that will be taken care, kind of thing. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so
Well,
nice of you
we'll
guys.
at least be able to come by and take a look.
It's some tasteful now. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. What's your name though?
David.
David. Very
David.
nice meeting
Oh,
you,
it's good to
David.
meet you. It's good to meet you.
Finally, we are going to end this video. So thank you so much for watching. And just to let you know that if you found any raccoon in your house or in your place, make sure you call the animal services. They will send the inspector only if the raccoon is sick. And if it is not sick, then you have to call private help, so that they will come and take care of the situation. But you make sure that you have to pay around $200 to $500. It's very expensive. So that is all about the today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye for now.